Hi, I'm Linda Barber, and I'm chair of this year's Generosity Campaign. I used to think that giving to the church was like giving to any other charitable organization. Early in my career, I was a certified public accountant and I prepared other people's tax returns. So it makes sense that I thought in terms of federal tax code. But my thinking has changed as my faith has grown. I believe that all my blessings come from God. I believe that God gives me strength when He gives me challenges. I believe that I'm a sinner, but I've been given the gift of everlasting life, and not because of anything I've done, but because God loves all of us so very much. And what does God ask us in return? We are asked to joyfully do God's work by sharing our time, talents, and treasures. So my husband and I began to give to the church first by making an annual pledge. Then we decide what other charities we want to give to. For us, it was a way of prioritizing our giving. This is where my journey of faith has taken me, and why I realize that giving to Worthington Presbyterian Church is not like giving to other charities. Giving is how we grow in faith. It is a testament that we live in God's abundance. So let me show you how to make a pledge. You will either pick up or receive by mail a pledge packet. Inside the outer pledge envelope, you'll find a Worthington Presbyterian Church 2021 Generosity brochure. The brochure highlights the campaign's theme of faithful, hopeful, loving, which comes from 1 Corinthians 13:13. And now faith, hope, and love abide, these three, and the greatest of these is love. At the bottom of the page is an invitation to join us on November 7th for our Dedication Sunday worship, followed by refreshments and fellowship. Open up your brochure and set aside the inserts. I'll come back to those. Pages 2, 3, and 4 contain the missional budget. Now, this is not like the financial budgets that you're used to seeing, but instead, it's a way of looking at how all of our pledged dollars are used in Worthington Presbyterian Church's 6 areas of ministry, which are worship, adult member care, nurture, and faith development, children and youth care, nurture, and faith development, outreach beyond our walls, stewardship of our legacy and resources, and administrative support and communications. I invite you to take time to read this piece, which I believe will give you a clear picture of how our church is being a faithful steward. Now let's look at the inserts, which are part of the pledge packet. The first is the pledge card. The front contains the instructions for completing the pledge form. I want to point out that the third step indicates you have 2 options for completing your pledge. You can go online to www.wpcnow.org and fill out the forms online, or you can complete the hard copy of the pledge card by turning it over and filling in your name, address, email, phone number, and your 12-month pledge total. There's also a proportional giving guide and a series of 4 boxes which you should check if you want envelopes or more information on alternative ways of giving. The final 2 boxes relate to estate planning, so please check to see if those apply. The packet also contains an ACH form. If you would like to have your pledge deducted automatically each month from either your savings or checking account, complete this form. Fold the pledge card and the ACH form, if you choose that payment method, and mail it back to the church in the enclosed pre-addressed envelope. Or bring the envelope on Dedication Sunday, which is November 7th. The last insert is a reminder about our 3 special worship services that we're having during the campaign. These have been designed so that you can either post it on your refrigerator or tuck it in your calendar as a reminder. And of course, if you have any questions, please call the church office at 614-885-5355. where you will find a friendly voice on the other end of the line who will be able to help you with any questions you may have. I'd like to end with gratitude. Thank you to the hundreds of members who have faithfully supported Worthington Presbyterian Church with your pledges. Thank you to those who pledged last year for the very first time. Thank you to those who continue to give generously but who have never pledged. Perhaps this will be the year you decide to make your first pledge. We know that all of your generous giving is what will allow Worthington Presbyterian Church to continue its legacy of being a faithful, hopeful, and loving congregation.